Okay, so we have had an immense amount of rain, and when I say immense, I mean immense. Like so much freaking rain, I don't even know what in the hell to say about it other than it just needs to stop. But I figured I'd come out and do an update on this grass that I seeded down here, where we roller harrowed it and all that jazz. And what I'm seeing here is a fairly good amount of grass. The problem is there's foxtail coming, and normally I would be like, fuck, what am I going to do? I got all this foxtail, but that's okay because foxtail is a grass and I can blend it. So, anyways, with that blending, yeah, you see, this is all foxtail. This broader leaf stuff, that's foxtail. Now, a little concerned because there is a shit ton of it. But if you look in between, like here, there's grass, and the grass is just now starting to come up. There, and here, well, that's not it. Here. So yeah, the grass is coming up. It's been really, really cold and dreary along with this rain. And yeah, I'm not disappointed at all in the stand. I'm just a little concerned with all the foxtail that's coming up in here. And what the hell is this guy? This looks like it's freaking some other kind of grass that shouldn't be there. Yeah. I spent a lot of money on this grass, and to be quite honest with you, I'm not too thrilled with what I'm seeing, I guess. I mean, it's here, but the foxtail is really coming on like there's no tomorrow. I mean, it is just totally loaded with it, but the grass is coming. You can see it. And why I'm a little concerned about the foxtail is because if that stuff gets a hold, and I mean a real hold on it before the seeding, the orchard and the ryegrass, before that gets a nice hold, it can potentially drown it out or choke it out, and I don't want that to happen. And I mean, this is wet. I roller harrowed this or color mulched this, and you can see, man, I'm still cutting in with my shoes. It's like caked on my feet. Oh, hell. But all in all, you can see where I have a little bit of overlap there. So that grass, it's coming on. It's coming on pretty good. Now, the first stuff that I planted with the grain drill, you can see distinct lines. And, you know, those lines, there's space between them, like 7.5 inches of space between them. So that'll leave, it'll be a stronger stand in the row, because the foxtail, if it does come up, will not be able to choke it out as easy. So, you know, it's just the way it is. Anyway, I'm going to move on to the next field and see what that looks like. I got some things to do here, and hopefully everything goes. So I've got kind of the same problem going on here, only this is a little farther along because I planted this a few days earlier, and obviously a little bit deeper with the grain drill. So here's what you're gonna see. You're gonna see the rows of grass that is, I don't know, 3-4 inches tall, but then you get all this foxtail that's growing in here. Alright, so foxtail, like I said, I can, you know, blend it. And this is just a partial replant of this field on this farm because it is a pain in the ass to get it under control. And this is, you know, like I said, this was done about a week different, you know. So when I said it was going to have a stronger stand, I kind of meant it. It will, because here you can see the rows, okay? So this grass is ahead, and it's getting ahead. It's got yellowing in it, which is kind of concerning me. I think it's because it's so god darn wet. But anyways, this foxtail, that's going to come up, and it's going to cover this up, and it's probably going to cause some issues that I don't really want to have caused to it. It's not for a lack of nutrients on here, because everything that's here should be good. I don't understand why I'm getting this yellowing. There's some kind of insects. Look at that. That's actually almost looks like a phosphate deficiency because it's purple. It's not yellow, it's purple. That would be a surprise if it is a phosphate deficiency. I'm going to have to pull some soil tests here. I couldn't imagine with all the manure that we put on here that there would be a phosphate deficiency. Definitely not a potash deficiency, but whatever it is, it is. So, yeah, but this here will have a much better chance of surviving the foxtail that is coming up through here. And yesterday it was so freaking cold, and now today I'm ready to strip everything off. I'm actually a little lightheaded because of the heat. I gotta take my shirt off. It's climbing up into the 80s today. Yesterday it barely got out of the 50s. Didn't get out of the 50s. But yeah, I mean, here you can see this. Looks really good. You can see it. But the foxtail, and there's nothing I can do to it. The foxtail, there's nothing I could spray on this to take out the foxtail, so I just have to deal with it. And I think I'll be okay. This is Kentucky 31 and annual rye. Kentucky 31 takes a beating. The annual rye, not so much, is what the Kentucky 31 can, but still, all in all, good quality grass, and I will be okay. So that's that. I'm going to move on to another subject here really quick, and I'm going to talk about another YouTuber who is not really a farmer yet, and he's got this idea that he's going to live off of the farm with what they're doing, and I think it's going to be a little bit difficult for him. Maybe. I mean, it's a nice concept, but I think that one or both are going to have to continue to work in order to sustain the lifestyle that they want to live, which is okay, because you know what, we all gotta work an outside job to maintain what they're doing. If they can do it without having an outside job, then I need to really rethink my life. But who I'm talking about is actually the Stony Ridge farmer. Stony Ridge farm vlog, or the Stony Ridge farmer. His name, I think, is Josh, and yeah, or Mr. Stony Ridge. Anyways, I kind of like his videos, and I love the videos that he does that involves these guys, the bees. I just love them. You know, the guy that's doing these bees here is someone that used to be in the equipment business. His family was in the agricultural equipment business, and you know, if you're local here, you'll know Joseph Salm. I think it was Salms and Sons. Joseph Salms. Well, anyways, this is Larry Salms, is the one that has these bees here. And you know what? He takes good care of them. I believe he's a naturalist, so he does not wear the hoods and stuff. He just moves really slowly and gently. And I'm sure he gets stung a whole lot. I don't want to get stung by honeybees, you know, per se. But what I would really like to do is actually have honeybees. I think that it would be neat. Now, you can see my truck is sitting here and it's idling. The bees are not bothered by me at all. I could probably get out of here and very, very slowly walk up to the bees, because they're quite busy. They're coming and going. Some hives are a little more active than others. That hive over there, they're really working it hard. There's one right there, the second one from the end. And you have medium supers and large supers on there. And the way he's got these set up, and it's a little different than what the Stony Ridge farmer has. I think the Stony Ridge farmer is using all medium supers. I even see looks like, it's just a medium super. But he's got large supers on the bottom. And if I'm studying bees correctly, the brood is on the bottom. And the bees like a lot of room for brood versus food or honey. And they do mix honey with the brood in the lower sections of the supers. So I may be talking out my ass here and not really knowing 100% as to what I'm talking about, but I've been studying bees now for a couple of years. I have no hives, but I'd like to get some hives and just see how it goes. I'm not too late to start a hive. I just would like to get one hive going, and I want to do it the most effective way or efficient way that I can. And what I'm observing here, and this is on a farm that I've farmed for 20 years, literally 20 years, maybe more. And the bees, or these hives that he has, I see that he's got large supers on the bottom And then he's adding the medium supers, and there's even looked like a small one over there, but no, they're all medium. And medium, anyways, whatever. He's got these supers in here, and the large ones are always on the bottom. So I'm thinking, and I don't see anything with a small super on the bottom or medium super on the bottom. So there's something to it, because this hive started with just the hives in the back. Or this spot had started with just the hives in the back. Now he has put some money into this thing. You know, as you can see, he's got that all pressure treated and put in there, and the hives are protected from the bears, if there's any bears here in this area, which it's very rare. And I'm sure if a bear really wanted to get in there, he could probably do it. It would just take a little bit of time, and the bees would sting the ever-loving shit out of him before he actually was able to get into it. So, you know, which is a bad scenario if you got bees. You really don't want the bears to come and get your hives. But he's protected. He's got everything here that he needs. Now, I don't know. They actually have a different color. Now, whether he's got different types of bees in here, and I know the Stony Ridge farmer was talking about Italian bees and, you know, whatnot. I'm going to zoom in here on these bees here. Maybe you can see that. But those bees are darker than the ones in the back. The ones in the back look almost yellow, like yellow jackets. But they're just all doing their thing. Maybe that's a younger hive. I don't know. I know the darker the bee, the older the bee, the lighter the bee, the younger the bee. So, yeah. Anyway, just something that I felt that I needed to talk about as far as, you know, my ambitions in this world. And I'd like to do exactly that. Have hives set up at my home, or if not at my home, at least here on the farm. Not on this farm, but the home farm. And see where it goes from there. But anyways, thanks for watching. Please comment, rate, and subscribe. And if you think that honeybees in my operation is a good idea or a bad idea, just leave your comments below.